It is open. All council members wishing to speak, please press your buttons at this time. Anyone who has conversations in the chamber at this time, please take those outside. Before we get started, with the recent events that have taken place on a national scale, can we take a moment of silence for the citizens and the law enforcement who have been affected with the recent events that have happened in our nation? Thank you. I also have here with me a condolences book that has been provided by Miss Amélie de Gaully, the Consul General of France. Is she here? Okay. Many Nashvillians signed this book at the vigil that was held here on Sunday for the recent tragedies in France. And Ms. de Gaully would love for us at the Metro Council to sign this as well. After we sign this, Ms. de Gaully will be presenting the book to Mayor Christian Estros of Nice, okay? And this book was provided by Mayor Megan Berry also, so please make sure to see Joseph here before you leave this evening if you would like to sign the book. Councilman Withers, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I have two community meetings that I'd like to announce for this coming Thursday of this week. The first one is very important, and that is our next Envision Casey Town Hall that will take place at 6 o'clock on Thursday at the Martha O'Brien Center in the community room, which is a little bit closer to 7th Street. It's not the gym, but in the community room. And once again, that is at 6 p.m. This coming Thursday for the next portion of public comment into that design. And then I also have a Rosebank Neighbors meeting on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. and they meet at Memorial Lutheran Church at 1211 Riverside Drive at the corner of Riverside and Carter. And I look forward to seeing my neighbors there at Rosebank after I get back from the Envision Casey Town Hall. So look forward to seeing a lot of my neighbors at those two meetings. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilman Withers. Okay, we have a little bit of a technical difficulty. I'm trying to recognize you here. Councilman O'Connell, is your microphone on now?
It is now. Thank you, Madam
Okay,
Speaker.
thank you.
And thank you very much for that opportunity to have a moment of silence at the beginning of the announcements period. I wanted to encourage folks to participate in the Nashville Public Library's public input meetings for the facilities master plan. Nashville's population is projected to reach nearly 847,000 by the year 2040. We can't wait to welcome future Nashvillians into our library community. These new neighbors will join Nashvillians from across the United States and the world who already visit Davidson County libraries 4 million times a year. To keep pace with Music City's booming population growth and blossoming neighborhood diversity, we've designed a roadmap called the NPL Facilities Master Plan. It's the strategy for building and maintaining world-class facilities across Davidson County through the year 2040, and the library wants you to participate in helping build this vision. There is tomorrow, Wednesday, July 20th, from noon to 1:30 p.m. at the main library, a public input meeting for that facilities master planning process. So I do encourage people to attend that. The next opportunity I wanted to present to my constituents was an open house Thursday, July 21st at 5:30 p.m. at Napier Elementary School, located at 60 Fairfield Avenue, with Dr. Watisha Lawless, who has served as vice principal and this past year as interim principal, and has just been named as the new principal at Napier Elementary. So the parents and students and community around the school will get an opportunity to hear her vision Thursday evening at 5:30 p.m. at Napier Elementary. Again, that's 60 Fairfield Avenue. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Councilman O'Connell. Councilwoman Van Reese, you're recognized.
Thank you very much. I have a couple of things for my fellow council members. Over in District 7, on behalf of Anthony Davis, I wanted to make sure people knew about the Madison Train Show, which is happening on Friday, July the 22nd and Saturday, July the 23rd. There'll be 3 operating model layouts, train vendors from 3 different states, exhibits of all scales, food and door prizes, a number of different things. The admission for that is $7 for adults. There is $1 off with active military ID, and $4 for children 4 to 12, but it's absolutely free for children 3 and under, and nothing's more fun than a 3-year-old looking at a train. This will take place over at City Road Chapel United Methodist Church, that it is at 701 South Gallatin Road in Madison. That's the City Road Chapel United Methodist Church for the 2016 Madison Train Show. It is Middle Tennessee's largest 2-day model train show. So that is happening over in District 7. Of course, also happening in Madison in District 9 at the Madison Police Precinct will be the Madison Community Breakfast at 7 a.m. over at the Police Department there on Myatt Drive. That's Thursday the 21st. The Madison Community Breakfast at 7 a.m. Of course, all folks in Madison or those that love Madison are eager and welcome to attend. And then in District 8, of course, don't forget the Amqui Station Farmers Market every Sunday, and that includes this Sunday from 12 to 3 p.m. at the Amqui Station. We wanted to welcome our new vendor, Oliver's Icebox. Oliver's Icebox is a new vendor that has been incubated out of the Conexión Americas program and is run by a Maplewood High School teacher. So District 8 is particularly proud of gourmet ice cream sandwiches, and so I invite you to come and try one out at the Amqui Station Farmers Market this Sunday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilwoman Van Reese. Councilman Hastings, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to rise and thank the constituents in District 2 for all of their support. And we had a strategic planning meeting, and it has been very, very successful in developing an overall overview of what the community wants for our district, including down to the housing sector. We will be having a housing group meeting this Friday at 6 o'clock. For those of you that have actually sent your email information to us, we will send that out to you as well, because the address information I do not have here available to me, but it will be this Friday at 6 o'clock, and former Councilman Leo Lillard will be heading that group for the residential development for our area because of the mass change that we're having in our community, and I'd like to thank our constituents who are all playing a part in that as well. So again, we will have other things that will go forward as far as the strategic planning that will be coming up for us on actually in the month of August. And that's basically it. But again, I thank all of the constituents in District 2 for their support, their help, and also for pushing and looking forward for a better day. And I continue to ask them for their support and allowing and being able to trust me to lead the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Hastings. Councilman Sledge, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. We've got several events that are occurring in District 17 over the next couple of weeks. This coming Thursday, the 21st, is a particularly busy day. The Planning Commission will have its inclusionary housing meeting as a special call meeting to discuss Bill 133. That is at 4 p.m. in District 17 at the Midtown Hills Precinct on 12th Avenue South. So I would encourage anybody who's been involved and interested in our affordable and workforce housing conversation to attend. Right after that, the Edge Hill Coalition will be meeting at 6 at Salama Urban Ministries. That's on 8th Avenue South. And also on Thursday, that is when early voting sites, we have all our early voting sites open for several important races in the county. One of those early voting sites is Casa Azafran on Nolensville Pike. So encourage anybody in District 17 to take advantage of that convenient early voting location. And then coming up next week, Monday the 25th, the Sunnyside neighbors will have their monthly meeting at 6:30 p.m. at Sevier Park Community Center. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Councilman Sledge. Councilman Bedney, you're recognized.
Thank you. First of all, I want to say that I'm very happy, and I want to thank the MTA people for building a bus shelter for us in the corner of Nolensville Road and Old Hickory Boulevard. The people on District 31, and I'm sure District 4, are very happy to be able to have a shelter to wait for the bus. So thank you. This is something that we worked with Mayor Dean a couple of years ago to put it on the budget, and we got many shelters around the city. Hopefully, we can continue supporting the work that MTA is doing to make the city transportation friendly for more people. Now, I spent the whole day answering phone calls from people regarding a little bit of a glitch, and I wanted to take this opportunity to explain. There is a High Point. It's a subdivision on Nolensville Road. They send the information to the residents, and the information wasn't accurate. The reason they actually got called is because I asked the developers to reach out to them. So my attitude about any redevelopment, any rezoning, any variance in the district when people reach out to me is to inform and get feedback from the residents. So if people are not getting my newsletter, they don't know this. It's a vicious circle not to. People say, why didn't you tell me about it? I'm like, well, you're not getting my newsletter. It's hard for me to tell you. So I want to take this opportunity to ask people to sign up to the newsletter for District 31 by going to Bedne. My last name is Bedne, BEDNE.com. And there is a link to sign up. By doing that, I promise you'll get information and about potential legislation, and also asking you for feedback on it. I want to second Councilmember Sledge on his request that if you are concerned about the concentration of poverty in the Southeast, if you are concerned about gentrification in the city, if you want to see a type of housing program in the city that looks to have housing being built evenly around the city, that you attend the August 2nd meeting of the Planning Department, the Planning Commission, and speak in favor of the legislation. That will be on July 21st at the Planning Commission. On August 2nd, there will be a similar public hearing here in the Council, where you have another opportunity to speak about that legislation, that it's very important in terms of creating citywide residential units for people like teachers, like police officers, like here we are talking about our police officers and how much we care about them, and they don't have a place that they can afford to live in the city. So let's put our legislation to the service of the people that work for us to work, so they can actually live in Davidson County. And two more things, I promise I'll be short. on August 6th. At 10 a.m. it will be the District 31 office hours. That's on Saturday. At 10 a.m. at the Pork Belly Cafe, where we meet the first Saturday of every month at 10 a.m. So I look forward to seeing you there. And then the last thing is about the rezoning on Holt Road. Holt Road is not in District 31, it's across the street. And this is a rezoning that we discussed many times over the years. And there is an issue with the widening of the road and how it impacts, this project will impact the infrastructure. And so I'm letting people know that I'm working on creating an amendment that will hopefully enhance that legislation for this corner and tie it into the funding of the widening of the road, and also making sure that it's truly for 55 and over. So having said, thank you for letting me speak, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Bettany. And I have to echo your excitement. I happened to be passing by when the workers were putting up that shelter in front of Exxon at the corner of Old Hickory and Old Hickory Bell and Nolensville Road. So it's an exciting day in our area of the city, and a lot of people are very excited to have that first shelter go up. Councilwoman Allen, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just have one announcement. A number of council members are helping me sponsor a community meeting next Wednesday, July 27th, to review the short-term rental regulations. It will be a workshop type of session where we invite all the community who has been involved in the many aspects of living with these or owning these, and we know we have some work to do on this, and we are inviting the community to help us come up with some changes to the regulation to make it work better for everyone in Nashville. So that will be this upcoming Wednesday, week from this Wednesday, July 27th at 6 p.m. at East Precinct at 936 East Trinity Lane.
Thank you, Councilwoman Allen. Councilman Elrod, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Just about 4 quick things. Tomorrow night at Croft Middle School, there'll be a principal meet and greet with the new principal. Dr. Springer has been hired away to be executive principal over all middle schools, and to continue that work, they've promoted Jeremy Lewis, who is one of the assistant principals there, to be principal, and that is a meet and greet tomorrow night at 5:30. This Saturday at Ellington Ag Center, put on is a behind-the-scenes tour of Brentwood Hall, which is the large mansion that is on the Ellington Ag campus. Be put on again by Historic Nashville. Go on their website and on their Facebook page to sign up for that. And then, excuse me, Madam. Oh, and then August 1st, that evening, will be a listen and learn for the Overton cluster at Oliver Middle School at 6 o'clock. And then there are only a few Thursdays left in the Farming in the Hall Farmers Market at Creewood United Methodist Church. So those are Thursday afternoons, and I would encourage anybody that's in the area to go. Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem.
Thank you, Councilman Elrod. Councilman O'Connell, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I forgot one more general announcement that goes beyond my district, but it's something I did want to recognize because I just saw the announcement of this occasion. I wanted to just recognize the 3rd anniversary of the Financial Empowerment Center that's a part of Nashville. It is a free professional financial counseling service available to Nashvillians citywide, and in the 3 years that they've existed, first in the Dean administration and now continuing into the Berry administration, their team has helped clients reduce debt by over $3 million and helped increase savings by over $650,000. And anyone, regardless of income or assets, can make a free appointment for counseling by calling 615-748-3620. So I just wanted to congratulate them on those 3 years of service and hope that they continue that project. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilman O'Connell, for sharing that very great information. That agency or department is headed by former Councilman Eric Cole, am I right? and they have done a tremendous job, and we're looking forward to continued great work under our mayor and her administration. Councilwoman Vercher, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I have a couple announcements for District 28. Would like to let the community know, not just District 28, but all of Southeast, that there will be the 4th Annual Middle Tennessee Community Health Fair, July 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This health fair will include free medical and dental checkups. Also, free school supplies will be available on site as well. And this will be held at the Southeast Community Center this coming Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that's the 4th Annual Middle Tennessee Community Health Fair. Also, would like to let District 28 and Southeast neighbors know also that tomorrow will be the Listen and Learn with the new school director, Dr. Joseph, in conjunction with our honorable school board members, Vice Chair Anna Shepard, Southeast school board members Thais Hunter and Will Pinkston. This Listen and Learn will be held at Faith of Life Church, and this is for both the Antioch and Cane Ridge clusters. That address is 917 Bell Road, and that is Antioch 37013, and that's located inside the Global Mall. This is our Listen and Learn session for our area for both the Antioch and Cane Ridge clusters. Would also like to let neighbors know, been getting some phone calls as it relates to the paving projects for Una Antioch Pike, Reeves Road, Bowfield Road. These projects will not be completed before school starts. However, want to let the community know that Public Works is working in conjunction with J.E. Moss and Apollo Middle Prep to ensure that these projects does not interrupt the traffic flow from when school starts and from when dismissal occurs also. And that concludes my announcements, Madam Pro Tem.
Thank you, Councilwoman Vercher. Councilman Coleman, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I want to announce District 33 second quarter town hall meetings. The first meeting is at the Mount V Elementary School on July 26th, starting at 6:30 p.m. The second meeting is at Smith Spring Elementary, July 28th, starting at 6:30 p.m. And the third meeting is at Cane Ridge Community Club, starting at 6:30 p.m. on August the 11th. And of course, the fourth meeting is at Hermitage Community Center. And normally we have our meetings at Long Hunter State Park, but Long Hunter State Park is taken up on the 23rd. So therefore, we're going to have our meeting at Hermitage Community Center on the 23rd. Ask that all neighbors come out. We have a very lively agenda. Ask that you bring all your thoughts with you. It's been a long time since we've had a chance to talk, but I look forward to seeing you at each one of our town hall meetings. And thank you, Madam Pro Tem.
Thank you, Councilman Coleman. Councilwoman Henderson, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. We have two fun events coming up in District 34 that I think my constituents in all of Nashville will enjoy. Cheekwood this summer has Family Night Out. They are open late with child-friendly activities. They have their International Playhouses exhibit. So on Thursday, July 21st and July 28th, both, they are open late for families. As well this week, on Friday, July the 22nd, from 7 to 11 p.m. at the Warner Parks is the Full Moon Pickin' Party. It's a bluegrass event that is a fundraiser for Friends of Warner Parks, and discounted tickets can be purchased until 5 p.m. this Thursday. That's also a family-friendly event with $20 for adults and $7 for children 7 to 17 and 6 and under for free. And that is again Friday, July 22nd in the Warner Parks to benefit Friends of Warner Parks in District 34. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Henderson. For everyone in District 29, I do want to invite you out to the Listen and Learn community meeting for Southeast Nashville, Antioch, and Cane Ridge clusters with our new schools director, Dr. Sean Joseph, and school board members, Southeast School Board members, the Honorable Thais Hunter and the Honorable Will Pinkston. This is, as Councilwoman Vercher also shared with her district, is at Faith Life Church, which is at 917 Bell Road. This is inside the old Macy's building next to Global Mall. This is tomorrow, July the 20th, and it begins at 6 o'clock p.m. Are there any other council members wishing to speak at this time? I also want to share with all council members that have just entered the chamber that there is a book that will be with Joseph from the mayor's office, and it's a condolences book provided by Miss Amélie de Gaully, the Consul General of France. Many Nashvillians signed the book at the vigil held here on Sunday for the recent tragedies in Nice, France. And Ms. de Gaully would love for us at the Metro Council to sign this. So after we sign it, Ms. de Gaully will be presenting this book to Mayor Christian Estros of Nice. So please see Joseph to make sure you sign this book. Again, are there any other council members wishing to be recognized at this time? Seeing none, the announcement period is officially closed. We will reconvene promptly at 6:30 p.m. for our regularly scheduled council meeting. Thank you.